What is up, you guys? Welcome to my first YouTube video on this channel. Let's go. Today I'm going to be doing a hike at Brand Park, and while I'm hiking, I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys have asked me. You guys haven't asked me any questions, but that's okay. I'm going to answer some questions just so you can get to know me. It's the first video on this page, so let's go. I'm not going to lie to you, there are a lot of people here right now. It is early in the morning. I guess not that early, but it's like 8, y'all. It's like 8:30. Didn't think this many people were gonna be here on a weekday. But I'll answer questions at each stop. That way you don't hear me just huffing and puffing, because this hike in the beginning is super steep. And then on the way down, it's a lot easier, of course, but it's worth it. There's a beautiful view, and this is the first time I'm taking y'all with me, so let's do it. First question, where am I from and how old am I? I'm from Los Angeles, and my age, y'all, in my 30s. I'm about old as hell, okay? Just kidding. I'm just at the start of something great. I feel like 30s is the best time. At least for me, it's been the best time of my life so far. And the place where I felt the most understanding of myself. So yeah, already tired. Walked into a spider web. Just got here. Okay, what is the purpose of this YouTube, or what will you be seeing? A lot of travel vlogs. I love to travel, and I want to share that with you guys. Show you the world, show you my experience of the world and what I like to do. Party vlogs. I like to go out. You'll probably see me out if you live in LA and you're in the lesbian scene. Say hi, you know? Shit, y'all. I've been here for 2 minutes. This is where we are. And that's where we're going. Up there. This is just the start, baby. All right, we're at the first stopping point here, where it's not steep, it's just like a little flat point. So next question, what is something that I'm really passionate about? Something that I am really passionate about is sound, production sound. So doing short films, feature films, interviews, content, verticals, because now verticals are a thing. Those types of things I'm very passionate about, as well as making content. So that's why I'm doing this. Just show you a view. Crazy. I can't even can't look at y'all, so. Okay, next question. What is something that, when I see bees, I'm sorry, I just can't hold it together, but okay. What is something that I cannot live without? Honestly, something that I can't live without are my cats. I love my cats. Those cats are my babies. I got them around COVID, or a little bit in the middle of COVID, and they went through a lot of hard times with me, but they also are very supportive, loving, and I have 2 different types of cats, not in the sense of breeds, but in personality. One of my cats is very loving, very cuddly, very dog-like, you know? The other one is complete opposite, but when he is in his lover boy feelings, it feels so good because it feels genuine, and it feels like he has good intention behind it. He wants the attention, he wants it now, and he wants to, be around me. And so I get the best of both worlds, and they're only 5 years old, or they're 4 or they're 5. I'm not sure, but so they're gonna be with me for a long time. I'm very, very happy about that. All right, y'all are gonna hear me breathe heavily, but that's okay. The next question is, what is something that I learned about myself recently? Something that I've learned about myself recently is that I have grown a lot emotionally. I feel like I have a lot more emotional intelligence, understanding of myself, and then confidence in myself. And that came with so much time, and let's just be real, so much fucking therapy, but that's okay. That is okay. That's what therapy is there for. And I'll just say this, not that anybody asked me these questions, but I used to be a therapist in training. So I have a little bit of a better understanding because I have my master's right now, but I was going to get my doctorate. So I have all of the doctorate level training, but with a master's level degree because I withdrew. Westside withdrew. And oh my God. And that's just another conversation too, or just something for me to talk about. I went to grad school, and I think a lot of it was to get a better understanding of myself, and because I have a brother with autism and he's nonverbal. And so I always just wanted to understand the mind and how it worked, because there's a lot of things that he can't say or that he doesn't say. Rightfully so, because he is unable to, but that was really what drove me. And I think after a while, in knowing myself and getting to know myself more in the process of being in school, because you have to go to therapy when you're in grad school as a therapist. Makes sense, right? Like, you as a therapist can only help your clients as much as you help yourself and as you look inwardly and try to grow yourself. So you must go to therapy. Any therapists out there that are not in therapy on their own, please go to therapy. You know you need it. We all need it. It doesn't have to be a dire emergency. It just is. We just need people to talk to. But anyway, so went into grad school, got my master's, and then as time went on, I just felt sad. And most of the time in school, I felt sad, I felt depressed, but I didn't understand it because I think that was the first time I ever really felt like a true adult depression. And so I didn't know what it was about. And then I realized it's because I'm not doing the things that I want to do in life. And with me, and a lot of times the people that do know me, they know this, and I think I have struggled to know this about myself, is that I'm a little bit of a hippie. Like, I like to be out and about. I like to, move at my own pace and do my own thing, and that's okay. And I've realized that now as a 30-something-year-old, but when I was younger, I was just following the curve of go to school, that's the right thing, get the career, do the job. And truthfully, I didn't know what I wanted to do at 21. I really didn't. I was a basketball player my whole life, from 4 years old until college. And in that time, the biggest thing that was a comfort for me outside of playing basketball and just loving it was the schedule, the regimen. And when you leave school, you don't have that. And I've always been somebody that has everything put together, has the next plan, has the next goal in mind. Oh my God, guys. Oh, fuck. So, the year before, on my junior year in college, I was like, what am I gonna do when I graduate? I can't move back home. I need another plan. So I decided to apply to grad schools. And I said, F it. Go big. Go get your doctorate. Even if you don't know what all that entails, go get your doctorate. And since your major was psychology, go be a therapist. I had no idea. I had never been to therapy before. Just went into it, applied, got into a school, and just went through the motions because I needed something. When in reality, looking back, I don't regret it, but looking back, I should have just gave myself the grace and the time to figure it out. And now I know that. But all of that life experience brought me here and have made me who I am today and have helped me grow. So I hope I answered that question. I literally forgot the question because I just went into a whole mini story time. Oh my gosh. Well, getting to know me. So there's some more information. I'm not a therapist anymore. I do work in sales from time to time, but my number one job, my full-time thing, is production sound. So that is what I do. Have all my own gear, have a great community, and that is what I am hoping to continue to do, as well as content in YouTube, because I love it. I love it. And at this day and age, I refuse to do things that make me unhappy for long periods of time. This is definitely a time of change and growth. The next question, am I in a relationship? I'm in a relationship with myself, with God, but in general, I'm single as fuck. Single. And that's another transition that I'm, in, is navigating singleness in my 30s, breakup in my 30s, and really just focusing on myself. I feel like I put a lot of effort and energy into other people, whether that's companies, relationships, other people's goals, and I'm really good at that, but I want to take all of that energy and put it into myself and my goals and my visions. And that's a big one for me for this year, is take all the energy I ever put into anybody else and put it into myself, because I know that I can have a lot of growth by doing that. So this is a part of me doing that. Thank you guys for being a part of this journey. And thank you for watching this video. If you made it to this point, give it a like, subscribe. There's gonna be great things coming. And I hope to foster a community, or I hope to create a community that supports me, and I support you back in any way, shape, or form that is. Just let me know. Look how beautiful this is, bro. Look at this fucking hike. I love the Brand Park hike. I'm actually very surprised that I'm not huffing and puffing too much. I know I am, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah. What is something that I would tell my younger self? That's a hard one. I feel like the thing that I would tell my younger self is to be yourself. And although that sounds corny, that really is what it is. I feel like as we grow up, we try to change things about ourselves, or we might do things or say things that maybe we don't want to do because we don't have that full confidence in ourselves. But what makes us so special is ourselves, being ourselves, and bringing your own energy and your own energy into the space. People appreciate newness. People appreciate when you just share who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you're interested in. I would say that. And then if you have an idea to do something, just act on it. Don't hesitate. Don't let anything stop you from doing it. Obviously, when you're a kid, finances and things is always something that will stop you. But if you have a vision, if you have an idea, think about it. Maybe even bring people in that you feel you can trust, and just go for it. Just go for it. The worst that's gonna happen is that you fail, and the sooner you fail has to be the sooner that your success comes, because as you try things, you learn what works for you and what doesn't, and you can adapt and grow from there. But if you don't try anything, then you'll just never know. Okay, decided to stand up. Random question, what is my favorite song right now? My favorite song right now, there's a bunch by Cleo Sol. I feel like she just speaks self-worth into people and love. But I would have to say, I think it's called Today I Did Good by Gunna, or Sincerity by Sailor. Sincerity by Sailor. Those are just, Sincerity by Sailor is just a fun song. And the other one is just like, Today I Did Good. Hey, I ain't been eating no bullshit. It's just like a fun vibe, boppy vibe. I like those types of things. Next question. What was the biggest plot twist in my life? I'm sure there's more to come. I think I keep adapting and evolving as I find out more of what I like. But the biggest plot twist in my life was probably what I was speaking about earlier, which was going to grad school to get my doctorate, then 5 years in being like, nah, it's not for me. COVID hit. I went home to LA, went from San Diego to LA, and moved into my grandma's house, into my grandparents' old bedroom, and then got a job, was going about that job for a bit, and then boom, my mom got injured. And like I said earlier, I have a brother who has autism, and he's nonverbal, and he completely needs somebody. He's dependent. He's a very smart guy, but you know, he just needs things on a day-to-day that he can't provide himself. So when she got hurt, it was a very severe injury to where she couldn't walk. And so I quit my job. I went to take care of her and Justin, my brother. And a couple months in, as time went by, as she got better, I was asked randomly by a friend that I met through somebody I was dating at the time, asked me, hey, can you pull up on me, and I want to start doing short films. I want to get into cinematography. Can you just do sound for me? If you have time tonight, just pull up to this place downtown. It was just a rooftop in downtown. We had one big light, and it was 2 actors in the scene. And he sent me this video and said, watch this video about, you know, basically being a sound mixer, boom operator, but it was to the most basic level, you know? So I watched the video. It was about 12 minutes, and I was like, all right, whatever, like, let's go for it. And I've always been somebody that's just down to try, and when I do something, I put my full effort into it, and a lot of the times, not in the most modest way, a lot of the times I can usually get the task done. And so I show up, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But my friend asked me for a favor, and I love my friend. He's like a brother to me. His name's BP Edwards. Amazing cinematographer. If you want to hire him, please do. I'll drop his Instagram down below right here. But show up, do the thing, finish the thing. And then after that, somebody asked me if I would do a sound for their short film. It was a person that was on set. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, for sure. So then I get home, I quickly get online. I'm like, what mixer do I need? Oh my gosh, like, da, 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 da. And I had did another job where I was a boom operator, and I was with Brandon, but there was a sound mixer. And so I asked him a lot of questions. I asked him what mixer I should buy first. And I just Googled, and just before ChatGPT, Chat would have probably helped me a lot better than Google. Sorry, Google. But yeah, I went online and looked up all the things that I might need, bought everything that I could possibly afford at that time, and then just went to town, like just job after job after job. All while I was still taking care of my mom and my brother, like all those things were still going on in the background. But that was the biggest plot twist of my life, was going from being a basketball player to a therapist to quitting my job altogether and not knowing what I was gonna do, and then to sound. And now sound has been the best part of my life, to be honest. And it was never a part of the plan. So makes me want to cry a little bit, but that was the biggest plot twist. And that was just a testament to going and trying things and seeing what happens. And if you fail, you fail. And if you don't, then you might come up on the biggest blessing of your life. You never know. So yeah, that was the biggest plot twist. All right, let's start walking down now. And as we go down, I'll answer some more questions. But it's such a beautiful view. Let me just show you guys. All right, I'm just gonna cover the mic because it's getting very windy right now. But I'm just gonna answer one more question. And then if there are any other questions that you guys have, please drop them down below. Comment down below. If you want me to do a part 2 of this video, I will definitely do it, but with questions that you actually asked me instead of questions that I just made up or found on ChatGPT. Anyway, last thing is, who were the most influential YouTubers that I saw that motivated me to get out there and do it? I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I watch Community. So like, in the beginning, there were a couple of big lesbian influencers that I watched, but really, right now, I love these fools. If you know, your layers out there, love these fools. Love Cade, Karen, and Eddie, the couples channel. BK and Amanda, that's the BNS channel. And then For travel, I really like Mark Wiens, not gonna lie. If you know Mark Wiens, you know Mark Wiens. I hope I'm saying his name right, but you'll know this. Wow. If you know, you know. That's all I have to say. If you know, you know. And then there are some other people too, but I feel like those are the main people that I watch that I'm like excited to see every week. Of course, we got like the FaZe Ruggers, we got, you know, Bawadis, those types of people. But most influential, or what I aspire to be or do on this page, is like a vibe of these fools, but maybe like the lesbian version of these fools. With the travel, the turn up, have a good time, you know, connect with people. That's what I love. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. And tune in. I'm gonna drop a video every 2 weeks, so 2 times a month. Check in with me. If I haven't done that, get on me about it. Follow my Instagram right here. Follow my TikTok right here. And just thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and guys, the next video is gonna be me going to Mexico. So tune into that. In 2 weeks, you'll see that video up on my page. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.